Galaw-gaw, kay harot-harot tingnan, maliksi, di mapigil ang gaslaw. Galaw-gaw, ang lahat ginagalaw.
Okay, with us today, ito mga advocate ng Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. And I'd like to congratulate all of you, from LEMY ROXAS. Ito nakakatawa yung mga illustrious father nitong dalawang batang ito, si Monty, anak ni Monty Pedrosa, at si Itos, anak naman ng ating barkada, si Undersecretary Valdez ng Laros Movement ng ating DepEd, ay nandito ngayon to give us more information about what transpired. Bakit pumayag si President Duterte na ituloy itong Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Siguro from the youngest, si Lemmy muna.
Ako si General Lemmy Roxas, headquarter ng State Division Movement. Ang aming founder po dyan ay si CARLOS VALDEZ. Yung panawagan po namin na ipaandarin ng Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, which is a nuclear energy. Mahigit na po kami 10 taon na nanawagan dyan. So, napakaswerte natin nung dumating ang ating presidente na sa tingin namin, common sense. At gusto niyang makaptan naman ang mamamayan ang kaginhawa na hindi natin natamo ng halos 35 taon. So sa tingin namin, nung una nagbago ang isip ng presidente natin Kami, ang tingin namin doon, yung mga nabigyan siya ng maling impormasyon. Pangalawa, yung mga nakapaligid sa kanya, nasa kabinete niya, alam po natin lahat na ang negosyo niya ay kuryente at langis. So, nabigyan siya ng maling impormasyon palagay namin. So, katulad ng nasabi ko, meron siyang common sense, nagbago isip. Kasi medyo napaliwanagan siya, kung may common sense siya, alam niyang pakikinabangan ng isang nuclear energy, yun, nagbago ang ihip ng hangin at payag naman siyang paandarin na. Ang nakakalungkot lang po sa mga nakaraang administrasyon, halos lahat ng mga Department of Energy na secretary po, wala pong nakapunta dyan. Hindi nila nakita yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Pero kung magsalita sila, luma na yan. Dilapidated yan. Bulok yan. Meron tayong yung bago natin Secretary of Energy, si Alfonso Cusi. Siya po mismo tinignan niya yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. At nakita naman niya na talagang maayos, nami-maintain po niya. Yung BNPP po natin, mini-maintain po yan, meron siyang budget na 29 million bawat taon. So, siguro, sa tingin po namin, nung makita ng isang secretary ng energy, doon po nagkaroon ng na dapat gamitin natin ang Bataan Nuclear Power Plant sapagkat yan po ang magiging daan natin ng industrialization.
Kasama ko ni Sir Butch, my father, sa tawag namin Renaissance Philippines. Ito isang grupo para makamtan ang mga dreams ng Filipino bawat Pilipino sa atin. And one of our projects is the BNPP. Speaking from my point of view, growing up, puro negative ang narinig ko dati. First of all, kasi Marcos yan, tao ni Marcos, mas malahat. Basta Marcos, mas malahat. Ngayon, after reading, researching, and of course, knowing and going there, opened my eyes and I've seen such a waste. For so many decades it's been there. We could have been one of the first ones in Southeast Asia to have nuclear power, and we would have probably, in my own opinion, be somewhere the level of South Korea if we had nuclear power then. And even up to now, there's a lot of negative activities being pushed on it. My feeling is quite political. There's nothing that's detrimental for its operation. And I just hope that the younger people, the younger generation, will not just swallow the negative aspect of what the BNPP is all about, and ask and learn for themselves and see what awaits us. It is not to use it. And if this is operational, we would be a really great country, especially with the same vision of our predecessors. I'm sure everybody will agree, because all the negatives have been put aside, and I don't see anything that's wrong with it. That's my opinion.
Apologize yung aming mga tatay hindi makadalo ngayong araw. So kami yung proxy. But like sabi ho ni Ka-Lemy, matagal na namin pinaglalaban tong Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, not just for its sake, no? Hindi for nuclear power's sake, but because nuclear power today, alam mo natin, yung is the cheapest, cleanest, most reliable form of energy in the world today. Walang tatalo dyan. And had we operated that in 1984, it was ready for operation. Had we operated that, imagine mo yung benefits na makamtan ng tao. Okay, it was supposed to be 620 megawatts yung isa. That's BNPP 1. But there is a provision for BNPP 2. So that would have been part of the grid. Imagine, we would not have had that energy crisis. We would not have had the IPPs. We would not have had this. Okay? I just wanted to please indulge me because Monty mentioned the new group called Renaissance Philippines. So we wrote something up just to introduce the group to everybody here, our friends here in the media, and everybody online who is watching now. Renaissance Philippines is dedicated to the rebirth of the highest aspirations of our people and the nation. We are advocates of real industrialization through creating, organizing, and implementing great projects such as a national nuclear energy development program, increasing agricultural production, reviving manufacturing, organize and upgrading the national transportation system, reviving national banking, and many others. We believe that through these science-based economic drivers, the nation can finally fulfill its primary mandate, that of enhancing the quality of life for all Filipinos, now and for generations to come. We also join other nations in their efforts in fulfilling the highest aspirations of their peoples through global development projects like the Great Silk Road. Now, I just wanted to say, i-add ko lang ho sa inyo, no? Ngayon, siguro, dahil sa, sabi nga ni Ka-Lemy, yung common sense ng Presidente. Ang Presidente kasi natin ngayon, who we still believe is a blessing from above, no? Because of his common sense and his political will to push through with certain things that he believes will help this nation. One of it is a national nuclear power program. When you go abroad and you talk to other countries, nagtataka sila bakit hindi pa natin pinapaandar tong nuclear power plant natin. Nagtataka sila bakit kayo naniniwala sa mga ganito. Right now, there are 450 nuclear power plants operational in the world. Okay? And application-wise, siguro another 100, 150 in the next decade. Because countries have to apply. Tapos ang gagawin ng IAEA, International Atomic Energy Institute, they will come and do a feasibility study kung saan ang okay ilagay yung nuclear plant. Okay? So bago pa lang, hindi porket gusto nyo, next day meron na. Papag-aralan pa natin yan. Tapos ititrain nyo yung engineers, ititrain yung tao para i-operate. Okay. Right now, just to give you an idea, ha, sabi nga ni Monty kanina, palagay niya kung ino-operate natin yung BNPP 1, yung sa Napot Point, we would be at par with Korea, if not more. Because, ironically, the Korea 1, the first Korean nuclear plant, is the same time as ours. And it's still operational today. I'm sure you've heard si Congressman Pohanco talk about it. And they went through the whole nuclear, beside it, nagpatayo na sila ng mas bago pa to increase their energy capacity. And right beside that nuclear, yung area na yun, is an agricultural estate where you can pick fruits and then you eat it. Hindi naman kayo mamatay, hindi naman kayo magtutubo ng mga radiation, gano'n. Walang nangyayaring gano'n. Nanonood lang tayo ng Godzilla or yung mga Hollywood movies, kaya na-influensya ko tayo. Tapos tinatakot tayo na mag-radiation yan, mag-mutate yung mga isda, mag-mutate yung mga tao, magiging alien. Yan ang sinasabi sa atin. And for us, for our generation, martial law babies kami. Okay? Yan lang naririnig namin growing up. Yun lang naririnig. Nuclear is bad. Bakit? Basta, it's bad. Okay? So, but, why do other countries, but yung ibang mga bansa, why are they all going full into nuclear? Vietnam, Bangladesh, all of them have applications for nuclear power plants. And in fact, during Cory's time, when she took over, nag-courtesy call yung mga ambassadors. Brazil, the ambassador of Brazil went to Cory and said, you have a Rolls Royce of a nuclear power plant. Operate it for your people. Gusto ko ng ganyan. When we always used to say, there's nothing technically wrong with the BNPP. Nothing scientifically wrong with the BNPP. Only thing wrong is fear and politics.
Ayun ang maliwanag.
Yun, di ba? Okay? So kami, doing this now, there is a multitude, isang dekada na lumalaban dyan, against, hostile governments, and obviously, yung gobyerno natin nung huli, hindi talaga. So, and then, pati yung mga members of the Catholic hierarchy, yung reason nila is corruption. Has nothing to do with science. Has nothing to do with technical know-how. Tapos yung iba, sasabihin nila, kaya ba ng Pilipino? Eh ba siyempre, tayong unang-una dyan eh. Diba? Sino may sabi hindi kaya ng Pilipino? Diba? Sabi nga ni Presidente, di umalis kayo kung hindi kayo niniwala sa Pilipino. Diba? Tayo gagawa tayo, dito tayo susulong. So, we really believe that this for our generation, even kami, with our children, and then our grandchildren will benefit. Imagine the power that will be, the power supply, power generation, mas maraming yun, mababa yung presyo. E di bababa yung electricity natin. Di ba? And 24/7, kaysa umulan, umaraw, gabi, araw, walang hangin o meron hangin, we have energy. How can you beat that? Diba? Reliable, cheap, constant base load. There's so many advantages to it and other nations. Ito lang, just as a side, last, Eric, no? China has 36 nuclear power plants in operation. 20 more being the next decade under construction. Tapos, ang goal nila by 2040, tama ba, Ver? 2040. They will be fully nuclear powered as a nation. Imagine what they can do. Yung space program nila, pinupush nila ngayon. Tayo, we can't even think that kasi yung pambayad ng electricity natin, di man lang ginagawa-gawa. Imagine. And imagine one of your children or grandchildren na makapag-dream na magiging astronaut siya one day. That's what it is. Thank you.
Ang ERC po natin, meron po kasi nagsasabi na bakit kapito po itong mga namumuno sa ERC.
Siyempre.
Pangalawa,
Alam eh.
may posibilidad po na even if hindi nila suportahan yung ating presidente, kung pwede po bang tanggalin itong departamento na to at palitan na lang ng panibagong pangalan, instead na sila pa yung mamuno again. Sino po yung pwede sumagot? Engineer Lemmy.
Kasi mangyayari yan ilagay din sa Department of Energy. Kasi puro kuryente pinag-uusapan yan O ilagay lang din parang isang division. O tawagin ko ni Presidente, pwede pa rin na scrapping na lang yan. Kasi dapat, yung mga skalawag talagang tinatapyas yan kung kukunin mo yun, ililipat mo ulit doon sa ibang lugar. Ganun din ang gagawin niya.
Okay.
So, ang tanong ko po doon sa BNPP, ang isang objection ng mga iba ay yung issue ng environment. Na tatakot sila na pag inoperate yan ay ma-pollute, baka bumigay ang planta, baka maka-earthquake, ma-apekto ang environment. So ano po ang masasabi ninyo tungkol sa issue na yan? Salamat po.
Yung concern ng ating bisita para sa environmentalist. Narinig na po namin yan sa mga Greenpeace at saka yung mga ibang anti-development. Ganito magpaliwanag yan Sa nuclear plant, hindi po nag-i-emit ng carbon dioxide yan. So, kami, nasasabi namin yan, zero emission po yan. Yung mga nuclear plant po, katulad ng ating, i-focus na lang natin sa BNPP, sa Bataan. Lahat po yan, iisa ang design. Ang panggatong namin, ito sanay, iba. Sa Bataan Nuclear Power Plant po, doon sa reactor, meron isang parang cubicle na lalagyan nila ng spent fuel. Yung spent fuel na yun, misnomer po sa ginagamit ng iba, waste. Hindi po natin dapat tawagin ng waste yun. Spent fuel. Ngayon, yung pong spent fuel nilalagay doon para palamigin at para mag-decay yung radiation effect. So pag wala na po yung radiation effect at malamig na, binabundle po yan. Binibili, marami pong bumili niya, United States, Switzerland. Marami po na paggagamitan yan. Diyan po nakukuha yung tinatawag na isotope. Ang isotope po, yan ang ginagamit sa mga modern medicine facility. Katulad ng MRI, scan. So, nakita po ninyo, pagka MRI scan, napakamahal. Kasi binibili po natin yan. Ngayon, ang sa pangkuan po, yung sinasabi niyo nasa port line. Ang nagsasabi po niyan, karamihan mga geologists, tila hindi nila alam ang trabaho nila. Kasi ang geologist po, ang papel lang niyan, habang itinatayo yung planta o habang nagsasurvey kung saan itatayo. Kapag nakatayo na yung planta, wala na silang pakialam dyan. Kasi nagdaan na sa approval ng International Atomic Energy yan, at saka yung ating mga engineers dito. Ang katunayan po niyan, yung nuclear power plant, ikumpara mo sa mga coal natin, yung conventional plant, mas madali pong i-operate ang nuclear power plant. At kung sakasakaling paandarin yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant po niya, ang sinasabi nila, sino raw mag-ooperate? Kami pong mga mechanical engineer, trabaho po namin yan. So ina-assume namin na kung paandarin yan, nandito kami mga mechanical engineer para paandarin yan. Yun po ang masasabi ko sa concept. Ngayon, siguro pwede pong dagdagan niya namin.
Primarily, the past, siguro since the start of 86, no, the number one scientist so-called scientists put forward by the anti-nuclear lobby. It's Dr. Kelvin Rodolfo. And kilala na ho namin yan si Dr. Rodolfo, no? Ayokong mag-sound ng glib, or I don't want to sound like na parang di ko ayokong bigyan ng attention yan. But for many years, like Kalemi said, since the start of this effort to revive the plant, we've had many forums, we've had more than several confrontations with Greenpeace, WWF, Eco Waste, you name it. Okay?
Mga globalist agenda yan, mga yan eh. Including Kelvin Rodolfo.
And in all of those fora, si Dr. Rodolfo, wala siyang sinasabing mali sa nuclear energy. And he states all the time, number one, I am anti-nuclear, period. So alam mo na anong lalabas sa bibig niya. That's his number one. So you cannot talk to him on scientific or technical matters. Kumbaga, mahirap gisingin ng gising.
Comparison lang, ang present, every month, merong modelong lumalabas sa mga electronic devices. Yung mga naka-install sa nuclear power plant, based on your study, hindi ba siya inabot ng mga expiration at hindi ba ito maglalagay ng risk? Although, binantayan talaga yan ng napakahabang panahon. Mahabang panahon talaga naka-standby, inip lahat ng hindi ba ito malalagay lalo sa risk?
Siguro kinutukoy mo yung main control. Kasi ano yan eh. Ang Korea, ginamit nila yung kanila, matagal nilang ginamit yung dating control system nila, which is monologue. Analog. Ngayon, yung sa atin, para maalis naman yung akala nila, yung basic, papalitan natin yan. Pwede natin palitan ng computerized yan. So, yun, hindi naman masyadong magastos yun eh. Alam mo, ang totoong ano niyan, ako, 5 kami mechanical engineer na tumingin yan para tingnan talaga yung safety at saka integrity. Ngayon, ang nakita namin dyan, may mga nawala. Yung mga nawala, palitan lang. So, umabot kami sa pag-estimate namin kasi isang kasama namin talagang nagtatayo ng power plant. Ang sinabi namin sa report namin kay Presidente Pinoy, yung magagastos dyan, hindi mauubos yung $1 billion. At pwedeng paandarin yan sa loob ng 12 to 18 months. Ganyan ang namin. Pero yung talagang pinakapuso ng yung reactor, wala pong wala pong naging problema. Kaya nung nagpunta yung nagpunta yung mga taga ibang bansa, at saka yung mga taga IAEA. Ang sabi po ng isang reporter, sige, tumingin kayo kung may makita kayong kalawang dyan. Sabi po ko, nami-maintain po yan. Ngayon, ito, kasi pag napag-usapan po natin yung nuclear energy, ang alam lang natin, murang kuryente. Pero meron pa hong isang yung BATAAN Nuclear Power Plant, meron pa hong isang, may pakinabang po tayo ng malaking pakinabang dyan. Mismo ng IAEA, sinabi nila, pwede natin lagyan ng nuclear desalination plant po yan. Ano yung nuclear desalination plant? Yan ang nag-aalis ng alat sa tubig dagat. Ngayon, ang may lalagay daw dyan, 5. Ang isang unit na may lalagay mo dyan, makakakuha ka ng 5 million liters a day. So, ibig sabihin nun, potable water po yan. Yung paligid ng yung mga barrios na city at katabi ng planta, makakakuha siya ng libreng tubig. Yung sobra niya, sobra pa rin yun. yung sobra niyan, pagagalawin mo sa agriculture. So, kung malinis na tubig yan, tutubo yung mga tanim mo. Anong gastos mo dyan? Yan ang tanong. Ang gastos mo dyan, yun lang unit. Parang katulad ko ng ginagamit sa Saudi, yung reverse osmosis na tawagin. Mura lang ho yung yung paggawa, mga piping lang. Tubo-tubo lang yun. Ang gagamitin mong panggatong dyan, wala. Libre. Kasi ang gagamitin mo dyan, yung sobrang init ng planta. Kesa tumapon sa taas, ay di gamitin mo. O, yun ang pakinabang na makukuha natin na dapat nating maintindihan yun.
Very nice. Sige, last from Itos.
Yes, just to add, no, from Bansa.
O, basta na kasi tayo.
Yung Japan, just to add, no, marami na sinasabing LEMY and you can ask him personally, no, sa lahat ng advantages. Tama, aside from isotopes, aside from water, yung India and Russia have floating nuclear desalination plants. Oo, yung mga nandun siya, they get water, tapos potable. Imagine nga how many lives could have been saved. Okay? On the last part, yung question natin ng Japan still operates analog nuclear power plants, ha? Because it makes sense. You don't have to convert it to digital. Kaya naman eh. So, there you can upgrade if you want. Mas pero Japan still operates analog. Not all. Yung mga bago, syempre, digital na. Pero yung luma nilang ginawa, hindi na nila pinapalitan. They just maintain it.
Analog. If you notice, yung mga bagong auto ngayon, yung speedometer nila, digital. 60 kilometers per hour ngayon. If you look 10 years ago, yung meter natin gano'n. Pareho lang yun eh. Pareho lang yung shows speed. So it's a matter of how you want to look at your information. So gano'n din yun. Yung dati, may work fine with you. Siguro, if you want to look modern, magiging digital. Pero it will still work perfectly fine.
Ako po si Mami Yet Robles, ang mami at babaeng lagalag. At ito ang aking balita, news, para sa kaalaman ng buong Pilipinas at buong mundo, North, East, West, South. Hanggang sa muli!
At pakialam, galaw-gaw, kung tawagin siya'y ganyan.